further reduce the running load on my Vmax, I'm going to see if I can't do something about the high current draw of the actual headlight. So the lights down there I swapped over to LED a long time ago, and I'm going to go ahead and swap this LED, this bulb out for an LED. One of the problems is the headlight bucket is really shallow on this, so a lot of the automotive LED bulbs really won't work. You need something that's actually designed for a smaller area. It's not that bad on the Honda, which I'll do next, but I do have quite a bit in there as far as electronics and wires go. So I want a bulb that's basically about the same size. So what I came up with was this company right here. And I'll put a link on how much these were and where I got them from. And the neat thing about these is, bulbs here, you can see, they don't really stick out a whole lot in the back, no more than a regular bulb. And the cooling fins are right towards the front. And then you have your flat chip type LEDs. So these are H4 bulbs, and again I'll put the ordering information. And I'm going to do one for the Yamaha Vmax, and then I'll make another video for the guys that have the VTX and do the bulbs in there and stuff too. Again, this is going to reduce the running load at the same time, give me more light. So for now, let's go ahead and take the headlight lens off of the light itself and remove that and see what we have. So there's a couple screws. You got one here, one here. That's going to come out. Then you basically lift it from the bottom, and there's a little lip on top. You just go ahead and pull that out. Unfortunately, guys, my old camera died halfway through actually rebuilding my forks. I wish I could have showed you that video. It was pretty neat. It's involved. There's a lot to it, but you know what? If I can do it, anybody can do it. So these have both been rebuilt. I had some leaky seals, and everything's been done. And of course I used the Lucas brand fork oil for these also. But for this one here, let me go ahead and get this headlight off. Alright, that was a big mistake. But I can admit when I'm wrong. You do not take those out. That's some sort of, I'm not going to say headlight adjustment, but it adds tension and all that stuff to the light. So it looks like, don't take these out either. It looks like it's this one here and this one over here. So let's get those out of there. Then I'll have to figure out how to put this screw back in. Again, it was my goof, so I accidentally took out this screw, and you have this little guy here and a spring. So I'll go ahead and put that all back together. I'll basically match the thread count on this side. That's if you pull a bar like I did and actually remove the wrong one. But it is those other two screws. Mine were a little bounced. I always use a little bit of a low strength Loctite thread locker. So I'll go ahead and put that back on. I just don't like them vibrating loose. And here you can see it doesn't stick up that much. There's not a whole lot of room. All the stuff I have in here. I guess the dielectric grease already up inside that connector. But you can see it's pretty shallow, guys. And they have a few wires and stuff tucked in here, along with some stuff that I've added. So basically you want a bulb that's nice and short. And thank God they thought about people like us, and they did come out with these new bulbs. So what I'm going to do first is plug one in and just turn the key on to see how bright it is. My mistake has been corrected. Get the spring back on, a little nylon nut back in there, and I've got the threads matching on both sides. So again, right now, let's go ahead and plug one of these bulbs in and see how it works. But you can see it's not going to take up that much room at all, so this should actually work pretty good. That's the bulb for now, just kind of hanging there, so it does work. Now let's get the lens all back together and see how this comes out. Okay, this rubber boot is basically like a little drain area. Not that it's the end of the world, but I'm just going to put some marks on the back of the reflector. So I definitely make sure that this goes back in the right spot. And this uses a twist lock type of mechanism that holds the bulb in. So I went ahead and basically just unscrewed it, brought it to this position here where it comes out. There's three of these, a center conductor, so I took and marked the top of this like a little black dot. Again, it just makes things easier, guys, because everybody can take it off and just toss it, and you're like, oh crap, how'd this go back in? And then you're sitting there trying to figure that out. So let's get this off, get this old bulb out. It's still good, but so I'll take care of this. I'll put it in its own little bag. I'll take care of the lens in case I ever need it. And we'll get this one in here. And you can see that doesn't take up hardly any room. And we'll take a look at it from the other side once I get the retaining part back on and we get the little rubber boot back on. Okay, so we have that on. I'm going to put just a dab of dielectric grease on here, even though it's in the female portion. Never hurts to have it on the male. And again, that prevents corrosion and it promotes conductivity. So that ring is back on nice and tight. Got the rubber boot on. Everything's matching up with the drain. And on the other side, that's basically how it looks. It doesn't look kind of goofy or none of that stuff. Actually came out pretty nice. So that's everything installed. That's the top, of course, and even says it on there just in case. And like I said, the bulb doesn't look too bad. You can't really tell there's something weird in there. When I say that, I'm referring to the lights that I put inside the what you kind of spotlights, driving lights that I have over here in my Honda. They're nice, but you can see them and you can tell they're LED. They're really nice though. I mean, I'll never change them to anything less. But it is nice when you have something that doesn't quite look like an LED bulb. Now let's go and turn it on and see what it looks like. That's actually pretty nice. So I got the lights down there, LED. This LED one up here. Again, this is going to remove the running load. At the same time, it gives me a hell of a beam for at night. Alright. So that's the Yamaha Vmax. And again, I've put the ordering information. These are the bulbs here for bikes that don't have, I should say headlight buckets that don't have a lot of clearance. And these are great. It was roughly around $40 after tax-ish for the bulbs. So that's about it, guys. So for now, go ahead and feel free to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content. I'll get this on the internet tonight. And I hope this helps you folks out that are out there. I'm going to reach out and ask for a little help myself. It takes a special bulb that's up here. Okay, it actually has 3 conductors, a running light, and of course a turn signal light. And I cannot for the life of me find LED lights or bulbs to go in there that actually have that. So if anybody knows of a replacement bulb that's actually LED that's got the 3 conductors on it, please leave a comment on this video and let me know. Give me some help here. Anyway guys, take care, and again we'll get this on YouTube.